Hello guys and gals, it's KimDestructo and I'm here with a gacha game that just come out recently called STARSEED, Asnia Trigger. It came out on October 31st this year on PC, Android, and iOS. The game actually came out earlier this year in Korea and of course got a global launch recently on the Google Play Store. When I first downloaded the game, around the time it was released, it was at a 4.7 out of 5 stars. Now it is a 4.6 out of 5 currently. And on the Apple App Store, it's 4.8 out of 5 stars. Apparently, quite a few people actually like this game. I originally was not looking for another gacha game to play. I have a plethora of a list that I already currently play, and I'm trying to not add on to it. But I was just like, oh well, we'll see what this is hitting for since it's got pretty good reviews. It just recently came out, so that's why I'm making this video to kind of give my thoughts on it. These thoughts are coming from someone who has been playing gacha games for quite a few years now. I don't know if I would say I'm a veteran, but I definitely been in these streets for a while. So STARSEED, Asnia Trigger. What is like the first thing I could say? It's a gacha game. It's an anime style gacha game. We usually have like some kind of anime theme like opening, and STARSEED's no different. It actually has a pretty good opening. It's a song called Brave New World by Akino, produced by Ryoto Nakano. Like, I really like it. I will put it like on my playlist to listen to for a while. My only issue is just, of course, when you're like downloading the game or if you're like updating it and the update's big or the download takes a while, especially when you first download the game, you're gonna be hearing that opening quite a bit if you keep the sound on while updating it. I think it's good to listen to the first couple of times, but while you're updating it or downloading it for the first time, I would definitely suggest muting that or turning off your phone volume or maybe muting your PC so it won't be overplayed for you, because it's ultimately a good song. I think it's a really good song, really good opening theme. The animation gives you like a nice intro to the game, kind of gives you an idea what like a lot of the characters might look like. So overall, the opening already very good in my opinion. Just the fact that when you of course update it, download it, will be overplayed, and that tends to be where you start not liking the song as much. From there, honestly, the intro into the story is actually pretty good for a gacha game, but also kind of normal. Usually a lot of the gacha games, at least the ones I play, either take place in kind of like an alternate universe or futuristic. In STARSEED, we're known as Architect, which is like similar in the vein to like if you play as Lane, you're known as Commander. Same thing with Nike. You are known as Commander as well, or Arknights, the Doctor. In this game, in STARSEED, you are Architect. And of course, you put your username. The characters you collect in the game are called Proxians. You have like your starter Proxians that kind of come in. Iron, who's like a super rare. You have Aurora and Mana that kind of come in a little bit later in the beginning of the story. Going through the beginning intro, the length to get you kind of into it is pretty good. It's normal for a lot of gacha games for it to be as long as it is. It can be like between, I would say, 5 to 10 minutes. It's like a normal size for an intro. Helps you get into the characters and what your character is supposed to be and how this world has built. And you have to go against the enemies called the Redshifts, who are basically trying to destroy humanity, and you gotta work with Proxians to collect starseeds to help humanity not be destroyed. A lot of it honestly kind of reminds me of Nier Automata, as the story goes. I do like it because I'm very much a fan of Nier Automata and like the Nier games in general. Different, but very similar. Kind of hits home for me, which is nice. Later on, when you finally get into the playing, you have the auto battle capability. With some gacha games, you gotta play through that level once. Like Arknights, you have to play through, and then you can auto play once you get basically like 3 stars on it. You have Lane, which after a few chapters, it unlocks the auto battle. And then you have other ones where it's just like auto battle to a certain degree. Whereas the gameplay style of STARSEED, it is more similar to, I would say, like Fate Grand Order, or Girls Frontline even. And the auto battler is probably more similar to that as well. And from there, talk about the art and animation, especially for the PVs. The videos, definitely in that same step as like anime, for it's like the action, for it's the animation, for it's the art, and the transition. It's definitely like you're watching an anime at that point. If they ever do decide in future to make a STARSEED anime, they could kind of take from that as well. Overall, the art, honestly, it's more like nothing special about the ultimate animations. It's like your typical ultimate animations, but it's not necessarily bad. It's actually pretty decent. It's the art of the characters are drawn really well. The only kind of gripe I have personally is like looking at some of the Proxians. The designs don't really capture my attention so much. I feel like if you were to play this as a first time gacha player, it can actually be very good, but for someone like me who's been playing a while, I feel like the character designs are just unappealing. So it could be like other gacha players that have been playing for a long time may find the character designs appealing. It just ultimately depends. It's just my opinion at that point. I mean, we'll see in future. I'm going to definitely keep playing it. Of course, we got to look at the menu. It does have like your typical gacha type menu. You have like your notifications, your email. Looking forward to them adding more characters and hopefully more interesting character designs from that. In-game currency, missions, characters, story, shop, recruit, to do your pools, guild, and so on and so forth. And as you progress in the story, you will unlock the different features and of course like level up, and you're able to level up your Proxians as well or upgrade them. So overall, for me, like I said, I was never planning on playing another gacha game, at least not for a while. At the end of the day, it's your typical gacha. After playing this one, it's not like high on my priority list. It's good enough where I want to see where it goes. I think it's still very much in its beginning stages. And of course, me myself, I have to like progress through the story and then see how much more it goes. I think the story is definitely interesting. It's definitely bring about my curiosity as well as the potential it has for like character designs. So I definitely think it has much potential and I want to see where it goes from here. This review now, I wouldn't say it's a 4.6 or 4.8 out of 5. I would give it probably a solid like in the middle, like a 3.5. And hopefully in future it can move up. I think it definitely has a lot of room for potential. Some people would disagree, some people would agree. That's just my personal opinion. For as someone that's just getting into gacha games, like a first time player and it's your first gacha game, I would say it's definitely a good startup. It's very similar to a lot of the gacha games that at least I play, for as the build up, for as the intro, for as the menu, for as how you have to level up and how the story is run, missions is all that. It's very similar to a lot of gacha games, so it's definitely a good gateway into gacha games. I also think even as a beginner, you know that's better gacha games in existence. It's definitely good to start out. So yeah, if you want to see more videos like this where I do reviews on gachas, maybe some gameplay, let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, if you do like this video especially, so give it a like. Comment any other like gachas that you think I should try or should I review below. And please subscribe to the channel because why not? Maybe you get a free cookie. Who knows? That's it for me for now. And you have a wonderful day. Johnny.